Bhartrihari has been a famous king and poet in Indian history. He wrote Shringar Shatak, 100 verses on romance and erotic love. But he is even more famous for his Vairagya Shatak, 100 verses on renunciation. He later on became the famous disciple of the great Mahayogi Gorakhnath. So what happened in his life that transformed him 180 degrees? A sadhu came and gave him a phal, a fruit, amar phal. You eat this and you will get long life. Bhartrihari loved his youngest queen, Pingala, the most. He thought, let her have a long life, and he gave the fruit to her. However, Pingala did not love the king. She loved the daroga. And she said, he is my lover, let me give it to him. She handed over the fruit to the daroga. Unfortunately, the daroga did not love the queen. He loved a prostitute. So he went over and with all his affection handed over the fruit to the prostitute. The prostitute did not love anybody. She thought, what is the point of extending my sinful life by eating this fruit? Let me give it to my dharma parayan, my righteous king. She handed the fruit to Bhartrihari. He saw that and was surprised. What happened? It has come back to me. He did an inquiry and found out. Yam chintayami satatam maisa viraktaha sapyanyamichhati janam sajanonya saktaha asmat krite cha paritushyati kechidanya dhiktam cha tam cha madanam cha iman cha mancha. He said, whom I love, she doesn't love me, she loves somebody else. But that person doesn't love her, he loves somebody else. And that person doesn't love anybody. Dhikkar, fie upon all of them. And that Kamdev, Cupid, who has created this love quadrangle or whatever you call it. Bhartrihari, he took the fruit himself. He renounced his kingdom. He gave it to his younger brother, the famous Vikramaditya. And he ran off after his guru. Some people say it was his guru Gorakhnath himself who had come as a Brahman to offer him the fruit. So, romance has been created as an incentive for human reproduction. But we must not prioritize to the extent that we get lost in it. Because then we will forget the purpose of our life. Ahara nidra bhayamaithunancha samanyame tatpashubhir naranam jnanam hitesha madhiko vishesho jnane hina pashubhis samana. Take a look at a bank manager and the bank cashier. Now in India, not all banks are air conditioned. The bank manager sits in an AC chamber. He is given a car and a house from the bank as perks. But the cashier, he stands outside on the counter. Now, if the bank manager looks at the cashier and says, the cashier's responsibilities are so few. Why am I doing so much? The whole burden of the bank is upon me. I will also do as much as the cashier does. The bank will say, in that case, we are taking away all these luxuries. You also go and stand at the counter. So whenever we are given something extra, along with that, we have responsibilities. To whom much is given, from him much is expected. God says, look, eating, sleeping, mating, defending, in these 4 activities, the animals are equal to us. In this human form, if all you are going to do is these activities in a deluxe state, then how can we distinguish ourselves from the animals? They are eating off the ground. We are eating from a plate, but the pleasure of eating is the same. God says, if you have made it your singular passion in life to be a foodie, to just eat, then this human form is not suitable for you. Next time, I'll put you in the body of a pig where you can keep on eating all day long. If somebody says, there's nothing more blissful than sleeping, I'll keep sleeping. God says, next life, become a koala bear and sleep 22 hours a day, or a polar bear and sleep 6 months in a year. If somebody says, mating is my priority, God says, then become a pigeon and mate many times a day. So this human form is meant for a higher purpose. We must understand that higher purpose. And of course, we have to maintain and sustain ourselves. But the happiness, the fulfillment we want will come when we receive divine wisdom, utilize it to make the best version of ourselves that we can, to find a higher purpose and to align ourselves and work hard for a superior purpose that will give us the fulfillment we seek, and it will help us truly utilize our life for what it is meant. Hence the Kenopanishad states, Iha ched davedi datha satyamasti na chediya vedin mahati vinashtihi. O human beings, if you are going to do only eating, sleeping, mating and defending in this human form, then remember, next time it will not be given to you.